home early.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And tipping us off here, a terrific performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back with more. Hold on tight and don't go away. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, the Oklahoma City Thunder has moved up the rankings defensively year after year. Coach Billy Donovan said, "I've said it all along. We've got to be a team that hangs our hat on defense. And with their size and athleticism, there's no reason they can't be the best defense in the league." Kevin?
And they bring that physicality. Thank you, David. Well, closing out the calendar year, watching the NBA, Clark, it is a nice way to put a bow on it, isn't it?
Oh, it sure is. I mean, the league just continues to grow in popularity. There's a lot of good momentum across the league, not only domestically, but globally. And the leadership is outstanding, and Adam Silver and his staff, and star power across the board with young, talented players. The NBA's got an awful lot going for it, and it's quite nice to be part of that fraternity and to sit back as a fan now and enjoy these current day stars play the game the way they're playing.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Slim is out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Thunder, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Paul, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Roby in at the 4 slot. Just 5 on the clock. Finney-Smith tips it back in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
But only if you grind hard enough to get yourself in tight before the shot goes up, guys. You've got to get your work done before the shot is attempted.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Paul passes to Roby. Back to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked by Charles. But he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Slim passes to Finney-Smith. Here is Slim. And he converts the layup.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. The 8-footer kicks it out to Paul. "13 feet away." The shot off that time, and the Mavericks going the other way now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
You know, it seemed like once it went to overtime, the confidence from both teams just really seemed to go in opposite directions, and unfortunately for them, they were on the wrong side of that equation.
And, you know, Greg, that's the case a lot of times when you have an uneven matchup like that. I mean, the longer it stays close, the more the underdog starts to believe it can win.
And Porzingis, here we go. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Oklahoma City called for the foul.
Comparisons being drawn between Kristaps Porzingis and Dirk Nowitzki for their height and skill level, understandably so, and in many eyes, fitting that Porzingis is now a Dallas Maverick.
And the first one at the line is good. And Clark, looking at those 2 players you just mentioned, Nowitzki 7 foot tall, Porzingis 7'3".
Yeah, you take a look at those guys, and the difference really, I think, is the athleticism of Porzingis. He moves a little better, he bounces a little higher, and as he's gotten stronger, I think center might be his natural position, whereas Dirk was really better suited to being a power forward. Boy, you look at how tall Porzingis is. He's 7'3", and you add in his skill level, that's a unique combination. No wonder they call him the unicorn. He is unique.
Now here's Paul. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Chalk up 2 there.
They know he's looking for him, so it's easy to see why Paul's teammates love him.
To the left side wing. Inside, here's Charles. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. And Clark, the advantage of height, well known in basketball, but some have wondered if Porzingis is almost too tall.
Well, you know, there's a concern because he's had a significant injury early in his career, and his frame is really long, which makes you a little more susceptible to injuries. But I think KP has worked diligently to add strength and improve his body. Only time will tell if he's able to stand up to a long, productive NBA career.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after Luka Doncic's bucket. Here's Ferguson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Porzingis with the block.
Boy, Porzingis doing a nice job staying in position and then using his reach to block shots.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris Paul picks up that one. The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw good from Charles. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. It seems like every shot these guys have been putting up has been going in. This month's top shooters. 5th, Porzingis.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Paul surveying the floor. To the wing right side. Ferguson for 3. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 7. Some nice passing here by Dallas.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Charles stripped away. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Doncic. Here's Porzingis with fast break chance. Pass to Charles. Out to Porzingis. Now the pass to Charles. Goes back up. Poked away. Thunder trailing by 9. Here's Ferguson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Paul with the ball. Porzingis with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Clock at 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Greg, bottom line is they're ahead on the scoreboard, and that's all that matters.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. Here's Kleba. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Charles. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Dallas leading by 7. Kleba, the pass to Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
You know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, one star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Chris Paul. And Dallas with a change here, too. Hardaway's checked in. Here's Schroeder. The Mavericks making the shot. Porzingis with the block. And he's able to get it back. And they're able to recover. Adams' shot is good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Count that bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
Well, you look at Doncic, so confident, even from this area. He knows he can make it happen.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice D from Porzingis.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Book it on the money from Charles.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Now here's Schroeder. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, last season, Dennis Schroeder transitioning to more of a 6-man role with the Thunder.
And for his first go at that role, I thought Schroeder looked really good. He's always been able to score and create, and coming off the bench might be the best spot for him.
Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill, outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play.
Looks to go for a different look here. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. J.J. Barea is checked in for Wright, and it's Slim in for Jalen Brunson. On the court for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. J.J. Barea is out there with Slim, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Now Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Muscala. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Doncic. The shot misses. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And this is the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Yeah, you know, these are 2 rival teams that will see each other a fair amount this season. We'll see which team can tip it off with a win.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Slim in the last outing against the Lakers played really well. He grabbed 24 points, and it was impressive how many times he was able to get himself to the foul line and capitalize. It was another strong showing for him in what has quickly become a habit. Back to you, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Yeah, I agree. They really need him. I mean, they need his energy, and they need his talent on the floor.
Rebound by Muscala. Thunder trailing by 9. Ferguson kicks to Paul. Here's Roby. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Raptors in Toronto. Back to Paul, to the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Slim passes to Doncic. Here is Slim. Gilgeous-Alexander cover.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Paul dishes to Muscala. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7 though. Here is Slim. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
Pass to Ferguson. And the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 5-point Maverick lead.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Charles, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
First one falls for him. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history. And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
We had a nice open look right there. Finney-Smith's got 6 here in this quarter. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
You know, with Dirk Nowitzki retiring last season after a remarkable 21 years with the Mavericks, they are starting afresh, a new era, hoping budding superstar Luka Doncic can carry that mantle, and I think he's off to a great start in doing so.
Here's Paul. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And you think of everything that Dirk Nowitzki has meant to the Mavericks. Clark, one team for his entire career.
An iconic Hall of Famer. You talk about 14 All-Star appearances and league MVP, 6th all-time in scoring. Most importantly, the franchise's first and only title in 2011.
And he makes the first.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And Paul drills both of them. The Well, it's a short list of point guards who are elite defenders, Clark, but Chris Paul is certainly on that list.
Well, you think about Chris Paul. In his younger days, Kevin, he was an absolute terror defensively. He can lock up any guard in the league. And even at his current age, as he's gotten older, he's still pretty stiff on the defensive end.
Good on the triple.
He's so aggressive offensively. I like his assertiveness. CP3 not taking 1 second extra to pull the trigger once he gets the pass.
Here's Charles, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Chris Paul picks up that. Clark, what would your dream backcourt look like? If you were going to design one, what would it look like?
Well, they'd have good size and athleticism, somewhere in that 6'3" to 6'6" range, and the ability to make plays for themselves and others, and also be very solid at the defensive end. You know, you think about some guys that would fit that bill. I look at a guy like Malcolm Brogdon, who really gives it to you in multiple ways as a backcourt player. And I like the scoring of Damian Lillard.
Agreed. He hits the second from the line. And for the Thunder, a lot of the assistant coaches leaving this past summer. Greg, how much of a concern is that for head coach Billy Donovan?
Possibly a sign that Donovan could be on the hot seat in OKC. I mean, 3 consecutive first-round exits. Donovan on the final year of his deal. The clock is definitely ticking.
To the inside. The shot's good from Charles. Slim's got 7 now in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Here's Ferguson. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket counts.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Well, a look at that 2018 Clippers draft pick and Gilgeous-Alexander. His incredible size at the point guard spot makes him one of the more intriguing players from that class.
And last season with Gilgeous-Alexander, Greg, you could see what he was capable with his length.
Well, it's just so difficult to slow up when he's running downhill at a defender. Already a plus defender in his offense coming along. He could be a scary figure at that point guard position.
Down low, it's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Well, the main weapon in Doncic's attack, he really excels at finding lanes and then taking advantage of them.
Ball outside. Here's Roby. Kleber with the rebound. Kleber's got his 4th rebound in this one. Up top, Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. A wide open look here for Porzingis. His 3-pointers off the mark.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
The pass to Paul. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 here in this quarter.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Doncic. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Paul. The teardrop falls in. Paul's got 13.
The teardrop. Man, he does it so nicely. At 6 feet tall, that might be stretching it a touch. It's a shot that Paul has had to master, and he certainly has. Boy, you look at Maximilian Kleber, the German native. I mean, this guy is a very capable shooter, but it's his defense that keeps him on the court. He's 6'11", but has quick feet, which allows him to defend multiple positions.
And the first one drops. Like you think of European players, it's usually the offensive end where they thrive, but Kleba is a versatile defensive stopper too.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, this guy can shut you down because he moves his feet, he's strong, really keeps driving lanes from opening up on the perimeter, and his positioning and timing make him a good shot blocker too.
And so he hits both.
It's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Ball passes to Roby. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tight defense on him. 13 feet away. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Charles. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Slim's got 11 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys too.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Thunder trailing by 10. And here is Paul. He's got 13. On deep. They get it back.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Slim passes to Doncic. Here's Charles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Clark, when you were playing, I imagine the pre-draft process was a lot different than it is today.
No doubt about it. I mean, I came out in 1982 after my junior year, Kevin, and at that time, if you were a guy who was declaring early, you basically just had to go on whatever knowledge and information you could get from whoever, because there was no allowing you weren't allowed to go to a workout. Teams could interview you, but there were no on-court workouts, so it was totally different than today.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. That one misses.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Luka Doncic. The Thunder have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. That's good from Schroeder. A different look for Dallas. Right, he's checked in for Doncic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Slim. And he makes both free throws.
Boy, a big summer for the Mavs here in 2019. Huge cap room. They were looking to stop.
With 1 on the clock, that one doesn't go. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Shea, everything falling for you in that first half. How were you able to be so efficient?
Well, tonight I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't settle for anything. No easy way out. None. Just attack, attack, attack. Every trip down the court. And I'm pretty much been able to get where I want to go and finish with a bang.
They have not been able to stop you, and so far, so good. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. Slim having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got Adams. Chris Paul is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Roby in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Paul with the ball. Adams outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Roby. Just 4 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Outside, Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. To the middle. Here's Charles. And that one hits back iron. Under trailing by 6. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Connects from three-point range. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter. Over in the corner, Doncic. Kleber, the pass to Charles. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
The shot by Paul, no good. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Doncic. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here is Slim, defended by Paul. And the pass to Charles. Drops in the layup for 2. Slim's got 30 points.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Thunder trailing by 5. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 12. And they double up Paul. Ferguson again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Paul outside. Over Porzingis. Here's Adams. The Mavericks pull it in. Kleba's got 5 rebounds tonight. Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Porzingis. It's good. Porzingis has got 6.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
Adams against Porzingis. Paul for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, you know, sometimes I think we just take for granted how outstanding a passer Chris Paul is nowadays. I mean, this guy's averaged just under 10 assists a game for his career. Really one of the best point guards to play the position.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Doncic passes to Charles. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Mavericks, number 1. 5th on the list, the Thunder.
These two teams have really passed the ball well all season. They share it, they move it. It's really a pleasure to watch how they approach the game.
First one falls for him.
Well, it's been so hard to watch at times. I mean, he's missed so many of his foul shots tonight. Good to see him finally come through there.
And the Thunder making a change here. Muscala's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Murray's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Both free throws good from Charles.
He's had a few shaky trips at the line tonight, but he seems to be getting back to his old self.
Passes it to Ferguson. Back to Paul. The second effort. He lays it in. Paul's got 20 points.
Nice aggressive move by Paul. You know, for a little guy, he knows exactly how to finish inside. Very good at making it happen against bigger players.
Porzingis can't hit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And Doncic, here we go. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got 14 points for the game. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Dallas.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Paul with the 3, but they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Dallas leading by 7. Pass to Charles. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 34 points for Slim.
And that's his M.O. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Adams, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the block. One-on-one fast break. Here's Charles, and he goes in for the dunk.
Porzingis has no problem giving the ball up. This is just the kind of unselfishness you like to see.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Doncic against Paul. Adams trying to free himself up.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Under trailing by 9. Inside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Finished off the break. 16 points for him. Mavericks have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Here's Charles. Here's Doncic. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Adams finds Paul. 5 to shoot. Ferguson for three. Drills it from outside. Ferguson's got 5 points in the quarter.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
Dallas calls timeout.
And the first few seasons in the NBA, not an easy time for Terrence Ferguson. Young wings have their ups and downs, but the franchise still very much believes in his talent.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Murray. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Slim. Brunson kicks. So go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Wright, and it's Slim in for Jalen Brunson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Offensive rebound. And Doncic gets it to go.
Tell you what, guys, I don't think you ever have to question Doncic's effort level. He attacks the glass and the game all the same.
On the court for the Mavericks. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Slim, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Goes up off the inbound, and Adams sends it back. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closely. Does not fall through. He's missed 6 of his 14 attempts. Doncic passes to Charles. Ring shot on the way. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 7th assist here tonight. Thunder trailing by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Scooped up. Roby the pass to Adams. To the inside. Home. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, here's a factoid you might not know about Chris Paul. Basketball is not his only sport. He's an amazing bowler, too. Now, I'm not sure if you call that a sport as much as you call it a skilled activity, but he's good at it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Paul drills both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to Kleber. Doncic outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, he's a capable shooter from outside, guys, and for Doncic, I think it's a matter of just shooting with confidence all the time.
Adams outside. The pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Here's Adams. Passes to Roby. Kicks it out to Paul. They grab their own miss.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Doncic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Doncic has got 23.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Mavericks leading by 7. Doncic kicks to Kleber. Some nice passing here by Dallas. From past the arc, another 3 for Dallas.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one.
Boy, that sounded like Greg Anthony stealing a little bit of Kevin's thunder. I know this guy's hoping to rouse his teammates for sure with that one.
He is, and Greg sounded better saying it than I did. Pass to Charles. Good on the bucket. Slim's got 42 in the game.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Ball outside to the paint. Here's Adams. The shot from the low post is good.
Boy, the incredible court vision of Paul. He gets the ball to his guys where they can do something with it.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. Now, here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Roby's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lets the 3 fly. Oklahoma City gets it back.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
Porzingis inside. Adams on him. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instinct.
Paul with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Paul's got 30.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Unable to get that one. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
That free throw good from Charles. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dishes to Adams. He kicks to Paul. Shot clock at 5. Here's Roby. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Mavericks leading by 3. Slim passes to Doncic. Got that bucket in no time at all. Doncic has got 13 points in the second half.
Well, this is who Doncic is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
Paul. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. Lets a floater go. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. To the right side. Here's Charles, and Dallas again with the bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Under trailing by 9. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Ball outside. Banked in off the glass. Roby's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Slim passes to Kleber. Now Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Porzingis. Releases from 15. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 15 rebounds. Oklahoma City's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Ball right side. There's 1:38 left in the fourth. Here's Ferguson. Here's Adams. No good that time. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Charles. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Roby. Adams trying to free himself up. Lays it up off the glass.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. To the middle. Here's Charles. Good. That's another bucket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Even double team, he had the vision to see the open man. This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
The pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. Another steal.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Adams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Shooting 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that trims the lead to 6. It's stolen by Adams.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
In a game this close, this late, that kind of D is clutch.
It is. And then, Greg, to go in for the flush. That could be a backbreaker.
Well, you know, it certainly swings the energy and the momentum in one team's favor. That's basically a 4 or 5 point swing, which is huge.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as a second attempt at the line. No good. Our timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Slim.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside, here's Adams. Porzingis with the block, and he gets it back. Ferguson for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. And an intentional foul right there.
At the line of Mavericks, Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
Relax on the first.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding him.
So it gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Eight seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Roby. It's in!
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end, with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
What's up, Shaq here. That was one of the best offensive performances I've seen this year. If you can keep it up, I might even give you one of my nicknames.
Oh, man, coming from you, Shaq? You know I'm humbled. You know, it's been a lot of extra hours in the gym, trying to perfect certain moves, add some different other ones. You saw the results of that tonight. But I do believe the best is still ahead, and I hope to prove that next time out.
I know you will. And if you do, nickname time.
The first tip, the final
Hey, Che, you got a sec?
Ted, I got time for you, brother.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. You really had it going on out there tonight. What do you think kept you in the zone?
I hit a couple early, and once I got that feeling, it was lights out, Ted. Not too many people can stop me when I'm on my A game, so got the ball rolling.
Awesome. Thanks, Jay. Always a pleasure.
All good. Hey, that story's coming along, Ted?
Absolutely. They should seal it.
Nice. Hey, my PR sent you some tickets, all right?
Thank you.